How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Going to give time for a few more people to pop in. We're doing a giveaway tonight, and we've got 2 4-packs of samples that we're going to be giving away. And I believe they are fairly decent samples. So once everybody gets in, I'll talk about them. And it's $5 for 1 entry, $10 for 4 entries. The first winner will get the pick of the 2 boxes. The second winner will obviously get the box that's left. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're planning on doing. The information is in the scroll for anybody that wants to enter. And let's have a good night. I see there's 4 people watching. Who all's in the chat so I can say hello? And we have the StreamYard link pinned. So if anybody would like to join the chat, feel free to come on, be on stage. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. So how's everybody doing tonight? Anybody have anything in the glass yet? I am currently drinking a Dragon's Milk IPA that was bourbon barrel finished. And it is pretty dark. Pretty dark. And while you guys are here, make sure you hit that like button. It's been a pretty interesting weekend. Yeah, Carl, it's pretty good. It is, hold on, let me grab it. Sorry, I had everything over here except this empty bottle. So it's Dragon's Milk Stout, and it's bourbon barrel finished. So it's pretty good, nice and dark, tastes good. I don't drink a lot of IPAs, and I seen it on the shelf. I love the Dragon's Milk bourbon, so I decided to give those a shot and see what it tasted like. I got that one, and I got the blonde bourbon barrel aged. So maybe we'll see how that goes tonight. So that's what I'm starting off with. I'm going to try and keep the drinking light tonight. I was up pretty late with was on Mash and Metal for a while, and then jumped over to Independent Joe and hung out with him for a little bit. Cool, Jeff Castle. Awesome. And cheers, Peter White, Jeff Castle, and Carl. So, yeah, it was a good time. Found out last night at the end of Independent Joe's show, we did a little test. Independent Joe wanted to see if donuts went well with whiskey. Well, I just happened to have some donut holes here, and I was cracking in my bottle of Larceny B524, and the experiment went well. Joe said what he drank with his donut, which I don't remember what it was, didn't taste very well. But on the other hand, if you've got a powdered donut and you want to drink that donut with some Larceny B524, I've got to say, the fat kid in me is saying, hey, that was a good pairing. Now, we had some cinnamon donut holes that didn't go over well with the Larceny, but the powdered donuts, now that was something to hang on to. So Daniel Sutherland, cheers. Jeff Castle, Carl, and Peter White, glad you guys are here. Hit the like button. So if you see the scroll that's going, I'll talk about this a few times throughout the night. We are doing a giveaway. It's $5 an entry. $5 will get you one. $10 will get you 4 entries. I am giving away 2 4-pack sample packs. And sample pack number 1 or number 2, however, whoever wins the first one, they get the pick of the 2 packs. So pack number 1 will be Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, a Redwood Empire Screaming Titan, and Old Pepper Bottled in Bond, which I really enjoy the Old Pepper. I'm going to be doing a video for that one soon when I'm collaborating with Old Fashioned Ways on a video, so that's going to be fun. And then sample pack number 2 we'll have the Garrison Brothers Guadalupe, Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak, a Balcones Texas Single Malt, bottled in 2018, and then a TX Whiskey Tawny Port Cask Finish. So those are the 2 boxes that will be given away. And a Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App is in the scroll. So just, if you want to enter, get in. Cool. If not, we're just here for a good time tonight. So is anybody drinking anything? I'll tell you what, that is thick. That is thick and it's tasty. Yeah, that it is. It says it is 11% ABV. So I may be getting drunker than I thought it was. Be sipping on that slow. Cool. Josh, good to see you, buddy. How you doing tonight? Let's fix this. Josh is now a moderator because I think everybody should be a moderator. Until you prove me wrong or do something stupid, everyone's a moderator. And for the most part, everybody's pretty cool that comes in, so I don't mind it. Josh, you just said your sister's 40th here at the Frankenmuth Festival. Is that Frankenmuth in Michigan? Just curious. ASMR whiskey, cheers. Oh, you're in Vegas. Cool. What do you got going on in Vegas? And Mike Brock. Yes, I'm. There we go. Nice. How's the fishing tournament going? Are you guys doing well? Russell, good to see you. There we go. A lot of names in chat tonight that I have not seen, or they haven't been here much because I'm making them moderators, which is really cool. I appreciate everybody being here. I do appreciate you being here. And if you choose to get into the giveaway, do me a favor and just type in the chat if you did one entry or the 4, so I can get you guys on the wheel, make sure I didn't miss anybody. So that would help out a lot. And everything that's going to be in the giveaway is scrolling on the screen. I will read off everything again later on as more people show up. And my guess is probably right around 8:15, and then just before 9, I'll do the 2 drawings. So Jeff Castle's drinking a Baker Drinks sample win. Nice. OKI. Single barrel repeal day. 113 proof. Nice. Oops. Very nice. We were funny story. We went to Arizona a few weeks back to see our son, his now fiance, and their parents. We got to meet her parents. And we flew into Vegas to drive to Flagstaff. And once we left Flagstaff, we drove back to Vegas. So the one and only time I have ever been to Vegas, I never left the airport. Yeah, but I was surprised. I never gambled. But if you fly into the airport in Vegas, they do have casino slot machines there ready to take your money. And I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? The odds are so against me, I'm not even going to try. So that's it. All right. So did Josh answer? So I'm curious. I only know of one Frankenmuth, and that is in Michigan. Probably about 2.5 hours from where I'm at, and an hour and a half from my house. Unless there's another festival I don't know about. So, yeah, Josh, if you hear this, let me know. Are you in Michigan? Because I am in Michigan, so that would be cool. Maybe we could meet up. All right, Josh, take it easy. And the Bloody 81 is in the house. Cheers, sir. How are you doing tonight? So for those that didn't see, I am starting off the night slowly with an ale from Dragon's Milk, and it is bourbon barreled aged stout. Well, it's a stout. I'm sorry, not an ale. And Dragon's Milk here in Michigan has some really good bourbon. So I decided to try their stouts. And Mr. Mom, how you doing tonight? Cheers from Northeast Oklahoma. Good to see you and glad you're here. You have now won the right to be a moderator. There we go. So, oh, nice. Hanging out with the kids in the pool, Bloody 81. That's always a good time. It is. I'm actually at the lake right now. And it has been 60 degrees and raining today. So, got out, got to do a few things. Stopped into a party store in here in town that I normally stop at and was talking to the owner. And he asked me that infamous question. All right, Sean, see you in a few. He asked exactly as I was walking in what I was looking for. And I said, I'm just going to browse around and see what you got. Because, really I'm looking for whatever interests me. And he's like, well, I've got stuff behind the counter and in my office. He goes, if you're looking for anything, let me know. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. The office stuff I probably can't afford. And I told him, I said, I'm not going to pay drastically marked up prices. And we got in the conversation and I'm like, look, I understand, they send you a bunch of crap that you have to sell in order for you to get these bottles. And I just cannot pay $300 for a bottle. And then he goes, have you ever had Stag? And I laughed. And I was like, I was given a couple samples of Stag. I have never owned a bottle of Stag. I said, and to be honest with you, I'm not going to pay your price for the Stag. I said, I just can't. I can't. I said, in my area, Stag goes for about $300 and $350. And he laughed and he goes, yeah, it's kind of out of most people's range. He goes, but I'll tell you what, how would you like a sample of it? And I was like, yeah, I'll take a sample. So he busts out this bottle of Stag, pours out a sample. And I was like, fantastic. That's good. And we talked about it. And I ended up, just because he was so cool, and he's always pretty nice while I'm in there, I ended up picking up one of his Yellowstone store picks. And it's pretty cool. I've got some poured because I just opened it up. It says hand selected by the Shipwreck Barrel number 2 in Alpena. Now, in Alpena, Michigan, they've got the Shipwreck Museum. They have a bunch of stuff for shipwrecks because there's been a few around here. So I really bought the bottle because I liked the name. And I thought it was really cool for pouring me a sample of Stag. It was good. It was like 131 proof or something like that. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I didn't buy a bottle. And I made that very clear that I can't pay their prices. But, it's pretty shitty for them. The distributors say, hey, look, you've got to take 20 or 30 of these of cases of this, figure out how to sell it. But in the process, we're going to give you these 2 or 3 bottles that you might or might not be able to make up some of that, loss on. And I kind of feel bad for them having to do that just to, get good bourbon. Now, they had a good selection there. I had asked if I could video in the store some, and we just got in the conversation, and I forgot to before I left, but I'll be back there. Other than that, his prices are pretty good. I find most stores' prices are good until you get to those hard-to-get bottles, and there's just so many good bottles out there not to pay $200-$300 for one. I mean, there's so many good bottles, less than $75-$100 that are just good. I did a review today on the Larceny B524 that just came out, or it's been out for a little bit, but it's slowly hitting the shelves. And man, for a $65 bottle, think it was 124 or 127 proof, right around there. I can't remember. You can't go wrong with it. I mean, it's just good and they're consistent. So that's where I'm at. Let's stay with the good stuff that's affordable and easy to get. That's what makes sense. And Carl, thank you very much for sharing the links. And I would like to thank Carl for signing up to be my first Patreon member. And he did share the Patreon link, and it's cool. You can join Patreon for, I think it's $1. $1. There's tiers. You can go 1, 3. I forgot what they all are, but yeah, join Patreon. It's real cheap, and I would appreciate it. Oh, shows guests. Sorry about that. Didn't see you, sir.
No problem, man. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late there. I was messing around and lost track of time. Also, let me clear my desk off here. I got all kinds of papers on it. Anyway, cheers, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Good seeing you too. Hey, how is the delay?
Fine. I don't think there is one at all.
Okay, so I am doing this off of my phone because I left it last night because I got kicked off on my iPad. And it was late enough in the night to where I went over to Independent Joe, hung out with him for a little bit, and noticed there was no delay while I was there. So I'm actually doing the live stream off of my phone and not the iPad.
Okay.
And it
cool, man.
Doesn't seem to have that delay.
Yeah, nice.
So
I guess do you need me to track? I don't know how I could actually with it through Vim. I guess, yeah. But if you want, I can, get the wheel together as you see entries.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that way it's ready. Actually, did you want to do a wheel or did you want to just do numbers? Like, I wasn't sure how you wanted to do it.
So I explained it a little bit earlier. A wheel is great. Okay. I'm going to go through everything. If anybody signs up, because it's $5 for one entry, $10 for 4 entries. I thought that was kind of fair.
Yeah. And
then if they type in to chat either 1 or 4, then I'll know that, they sent in the payment and then track it that way.
So you're saying 4 entries for $10?
Yes.
Okay. Because the banner says 3, but either way, that's good.
Didn't I change it? I thought I changed it. If the banner says 3, it's 4. I was thinking 3, but then I was like, you know what? I said, I think for the first time, 4 would be good. 1 for 5, 4 for 10. I think that's fair.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, that's cool.
So, what's up, Lou? How you doing?
Cheers, Lou.
So, I don't know if you've ever had this. It is a stout, and I know you liked the Dragon's Milk Bonded.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the Dragon's Milk Small Batch. So on my way up here, up to the cottage, stopped in and found the Dragon's Milk Stout Barrel Aged.
Oh, very nice.
And it is pretty good. It's dark and it's pretty tasty.
Yeah, Dragon's Milk does good stuff, man. I mean, I haven't really had anything from them I didn't like. Yeah, I mean, some better than others, but yeah, all their offerings, beer. Before you, I didn't even know that they did whiskey, but before your samples, I'd had several stouts from them. But yeah, I think all their stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, so far I haven't found anything that I didn't like.
Yep. Well, as soon as I get this typed in, right, what is it on Venmo? I'm trying to search for you. Waiting for the thing to scroll back around. I think I found you. Dylan Robbins, yes?
Yep.
On Venmo, okay.
Yeah, it's at DELAN, like hyphen, Robbins. So while you're doing that, I will go back over the sample packs. I'm giving away 2 sample packs tonight, 4 samples in each pack. The first winner will get the choice of the 2. I think that's probably the fairest way.
Mm-hmm.
And in pack number 1, you get Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, Redwood Empire Screaming Titan, and Old Pepper Distillery Bottled and Bond. And then pack 2 is kind of a Texas whiskey pack. It is the Garrison Brothers Guadalupe, Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak, a Balcones Texas single malt that was bottled in 2018. So it was a dusty when I bought it 2 or 3 months ago. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. And then the TX Whiskey Tawny Port Cask Finish. I did a review on that, and it's really good. So if anybody is interested, you can sign in to the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. It's 1 entry for $5, 4 entries for $10. And all you need to do is when you enter, type in the chat, 1 or 4. That way I know that, you're getting 1 entry or you're getting 4 entries.
Well, I'm in for 4, Deland.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you start drinking, that's water.
Yeah, for now. I wanted to see what you were getting into before I poured anything.
So I'm starting the stout, and I'm going to go slow on that. And I don't know if you heard the story about the store I stopped in today, but
yeah.
Yeah. So eventually, I'm just going to get into this store pick of the Yellowstone.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it was a cool conversation with him. So, I kind of felt like I should grab something after he gave me a Porter Stag. So I grabbed a store pick.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, that always helps a store out. Store picks usually, they do pretty well on those typically. So,
yeah.
Let's see here. What shall I do? I'll do a little of this guy here. Little E.H. Taylor single barrel to start out the night with.
Nice. So I was on Independent Joe's last night, and as we were wrapping up, all right, losing for 4.
Awesome.
And Joe was going to do donuts go well with whiskey. So he found out, I forgot what he was drinking, but his donut did not go well with his whiskey.
Oh.
But now I had powdered sugar donut holes.
Okay.
And that actually went well with the Larceny B524.
Okay.
I think the sweetness between the powdered sugar and the sweetness and the spice off the B524 married well together. But now the cinnamon donut hole with the Larceny, complete train wreck. Was not good at all. I think the cinnamon,
yeah,
they didn't marry well. So
yeah, I would
interesting.
think like any dessert like that, you want something pretty neutral to go with whiskey. Otherwise, it just kind of like it gets too conflicting. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Let me get a wheel going here.
All right, and you've seen that Lou was the
let's get these entries in.
Awesome. Cash App, Glenn, whichever one, Lou. I tried setting them all up to make it convenient for everybody.
All right, let's see here.
So whichever you prefer. And I think Mr. Great Shot's going to pop in here later too.
Awesome. Yeah, I see him in chat there.
Yep.
Cheers, Mark. Cheers, Lou. Good to see you guys.
Bourbon Hunter Lee. We had a conversation last night on Joe's channel, and I'm going to try and pull him up again. So Bourbon Hunter Lee has a YouTube channel. I don't know if you knew this. And he's only got like 8 or 9 subscribers.
I don't know how I didn't know this.
He hasn't been putting any content up. Not for lack of stuff. Out of comfort level, from what I understand and remember from last night. So I'm going to try and find his channel because it's Bourbon Hunter Lee with like the hyphens around it or like half circles. And let's see if we can get some people to.
Yeah, Lee, you're a mod. Drop your link, man.
Yeah, Lee, you're a mod. You can drop your link. Let's get some people over there to get you going and interested in dropping some material because, like I said last night, in chat, you've got a lot of good stuff to say, you know, in a lot of cases. And when you were on with Joe last night, I mean, I feel like you're a wealth of information and you would do well. So yeah, please drop your link, Lou, or Bourbon Hunter Lee.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Does anybody else have any entries? I got Lou on the board. Anybody else?
I did not see anybody else.
Okay. Come on, folks. Otherwise, it's just going to be me and Lou, which make it very easy. You got to give us some competition here.
There you go. So I thought I picked out, for one, I finally hit 150 subs.
Nice.
And 2 guests. Let's see. Mr. Great Shot. At the stage.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right back.
Johnson. All right. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for joining.
What's going on?
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Let's see.
What's up,
There he
Jonathan?
is. So
Getting
I
home.
finally hit 100.
How you guys doing?
Finally hit 150 subs, and got my first. Carl became my first Patreon member, so that's kind of awesome.
All right, Russ, you were on the wheel.
Amazing.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the entries.
Awesome, thank you, Russ.
What are we gonna do for an entry?
Entry is $5 for 1, $10 for 4.
Yeah, I asked about
Where
sexual
we
favors,
sending
and he said no go. So
I'm out.
Maybe the-
Okay.
Maybe the 500 giveaway. I'll start throwing in some of those, but for right now, the only
Yeah.
hand delivery is going to be from friends. And
awesome, Lee.
perfect. Lee is
Guaranteed
in
delivery.
4.
Where are we sending money to?
There's a ticker up there. It's either Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal.
Also, Jonathan, Lou dropped all the links in chat, so just scroll up a bit, and you'll see all of them, all the different options there. So,
All right. When are you doing your giveaway? What time?
Looking at right around 8 o'clock, 8:15 for the first one, and then probably 8:45 for the second one. That way,
Oh.
if anybody that wants to jump off and go to Baker Drinks, I'm not holding them up from wanting to leave.
Gotcha. I obviously can't be on StreamYard and anything else at the same time from my phone, so
Yep.
Gotcha.
that's some shit to bring in the house. What are you giving away tonight?
So I am giving away 1 pack with Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, Redwood Empire Screaming Titan, and then Old Pepper Distillery Bottled in Bond. And then the second box will have the Garrison Brothers Guadalupe, Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak, a Belcones Texas Single Malt that was bottled in 2018, and the TX Whiskey Tawny Port Cask Finish.
Wow, all sounds interesting. I don't know if I can get in on anything Texas right now. We're rooting for the Celtics up here. Nothing from Texas in my house. So.
Well, then if you win,
yeah. If you
win, you go ahead.
If I win that fight, you might have to hold on to it until after the NBA playoffs are over. You know.
All right. Very good. All right.
Well,
have a good night.
So, what? Who said? Well, you know, I would say, Jonathan, that if the Celtics lose, it will be an absolute miracle. Because like their team is so stacked. If they lose to Dallas, like it will go down in history as one of the biggest chokes of all time. Yeah, there's no reason they should lose.
Living in Massachusetts, if your team choked, well, you know that would have to be the case. They will. Sports radio in Massachusetts is like relentless. It's unbelievable. Everyone will have diarrhea of the mouth 10 times worse than I've ever said at any point if the Celtics choke. So should be rather epic if that happens.
And their roster is just it's so deep, man. Like there's no reason to lose.
It's kind of like a video game team in some regards. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, because like 2-3 weeks ago, I was watching a couple different videos on YouTube about like where they kind of fall in like the hierarchy of greatest teams of all time. And they're probably, even though I'm not a Boston fan at all, but they're probably easily top 5, top 6 teams of all time. I mean, I think if they get this championship, I think they'll go down as one of the greatest NBA teams of all time.
Yeah, got to keep winning, baby. You know. So
yeah.
So what's the topic of conversation here tonight?
Everything, whatever you want to bring up. If you want to talk about basketball, I'll listen because, well, the Pistons are in Detroit and they suck. So I'm out of that conversation, but I will listen to whatever you guys want to talk about.
You folks could win a sample of this beautiful bottle right here, thanks to the land. I mean, not this exact bottle, but a bottle like it. Let's get those entries in, people.
Oh, Rebecca's Creek, your favorite?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's really good. And I'm hearing there's some different bottles out there. But man, the Rebecca Creek I got it's phenomenal. I mean, I'm because I can't get another bottle, I am slowly sipping on it because I don't want to kill it in a month. It's just good. It's good.
They're getting a little harder to find, but I'm still picking up a few here and there.
Yeah.
Well, don't let Sean into your state because we'll never see another bottle.
Oh,
if I lived in Texas, I would be clearing the shelves.
I got a feeling if you can sniff Texas, that will happen. So.
He's gotten a few bottles from down here.
I certainly have. Yeah.
I heard Sean's got like 15. I don't know. I might be wrong, but.
How many bottles do you have, Sean, of Rebecca's Creek?
Currently, I have. Well, I just killed one not too long ago. So now I am down to. I have 4, but I know that. Let me see here. 4 more are on the way, I guess. Yeah.
2.
But yeah. So 2 from you, Mark, and then I would think I have 2 coming from Bill, and then Ben. You know, Ben always like teases me. I think I have one coming from Ben. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll get around to it eventually.
Well, no, he just won't tell me whether or not the bottle is for me or somebody else. He's keeping me in suspense.
I got you.
I think he likes you and he wants your attention.
Mm-hmm.
He says that as he's putting his zipper down. What was that? That sounded like a zipper. Ben wants your attention. Zip.
Yeah.
That was my laptop.
All right.
Very
So
cute.
did you guys hear the story of the Elijah Craig B524 that I ran into last night at a store on the way up here?
Mm-hmm.
What about
I stop in to my favorite gas station. It's kind of the halfway point. I normally stop in, use the restroom, maybe grab something to eat, fill up, and I go over to the whiskey because every gas station should have whiskey. And I see Elijah Craig B524. Bloody 81 said he's down for 4.
Okay, awesome.
And I look at the shelf, and they're marked $34.95.
Stop.
Dang.
And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, no, this isn't right.
Yeah.
And
all of them, sir.
yeah, I was like, I'm looking at them, and I looked over at the Larceny B524, and they were $99. So I'm like, wait a second, maybe they really marked these wrong. And I'm getting excited. I'm pulling my dollars out. I'm emptying the coins out of my wallet, and I'm like, wait a second, because if they're $34.95, I'm figuring out how to take all 10.
Yeah.
So I grab a bottle, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to be cool about this. I'm Rico Suave. I'm just going to walk up to the counter and ask him to do a price check. Sure enough, it comes up $99.99. And I asked the lady, and I was like, well, technically,
Boo.
I'm not trying to be a jerk, but you guys have these priced at $34.95. Don't you have to honor that? And she goes, no, it's alcohol. It's in the system for this price. That's what it is. The state will not let us deviate from that, whether they're marked right or marked wrong. And I was like, all right, I'm just checking. I'm not going to be that guy. I just almost bought 10 bottles from you.
Wait a damn second. What? Okay, that is a bullshit sentence because retail is not $100. So somebody priced them that way, which was their prerogative. That's not state enforced.
So let's say we all get that phone number and we all start calling them and ask them, I heard you have ECBP for $35.
Yeah.
Just
blowing up their phone
crank
lines.
anchor style. Just go after them,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm driving from Texas to get a case. You better have a case for me.
Do we need to say it in an Indian accent or just normal English?
Just almost fine, but no. So yeah, and just know that if they would have been marked $34.95, I would have figured out a way to come home with 10 B524s.
Local liquor store of mine, this was last year. I'm not the biggest fan of the double oaked, just in general, but the Sagamore double oaked. And it was on the shelf for $34.99. And they go, oh, that's mispriced. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. And they sold me one. I had 3 at the register. They sold me one. So, and then they went and fixed the price. That's also happened with a Driftless Glen pick. That was, $40 mispriced.
Yeah.
So
I got my mellow corn 175 for the price of the 750. So
you got that for the price of your soul. Now you have to drink it.
actually, it's been a long time since I've sipped on that bottle at all. I might have to crack that open. Also, cheers, Jigs, and Bloody 81 and ASMR whiskey. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers. ASMR. Jakes. The peep I know. Mark, what are you drinking?
Lafroig.
Lafroig.
Cardenas.
Okay, I haven't had that. Are you drinking mellow corn?
I'm going to. It's been a while. As you can see, I don't know if you can see the layer. Not really. You can't really. You can kind of see the haze of the dust on there. It's been a minute since this is definitely floor whiskey.
Did you see Rusty's video? He did a video, I believe it was with Mellow Corn, and he took Emberana Spires and put it in it.
Okay.
And he said it really changed it, and it came out good. And then him and another friend of his did the Old Number 7, I believe, and put them into that, and said it made the old number 7 taste even better.
Yeah, I'm not huge on Amburana, but I mean, I imagine if you did finish it in a thing you like, it would make any kind of basic bitch whiskey better. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
just
imagine. So, like, all that corn sweetness with Amburana, I don't know, man. That just seems like cloyingly, like, that seems tough for me.
What's funny is this stuff is so thin, all I can smell is the Rebecca Creek that was in my glass.
You're drinking Mellocorn finished in Rebecca Creek.
Yeah, that's it. For sure.
That's kind of awesome.
Now, if it tastes good, there's a blending idea. Just pour some Rebecca Creek in a glass, dump it out, and then put the Mellocorn in it, and that little bit will change the flavor.
There was a little bit of Rebecca Creek in there, and like it's coming through. It is making it tolerable. I don't know if I want to waste good Rebecca Creek and Mellocorn though. Is the thing.
I'm saying like the Mellocorn should just add some sweetness to it if it needed it.
Yeah, for sure.
Rebecca Creek's fairly sweet, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Never had it.
It's got a.
Well, that's gonna change next week.
How have you never had Rebecca Creek?
It's not something Mass gets.
No.
I have to buy the Mash and Journey pick if I am if myself or Darrell can meet the tier. One of us will get it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Mm.
I love Jason, and he is a great part of this community. But man, like I wish I would be a Patreon if being a Patreon mattered. I mean, and what I mean by that is you have to be such a high tier to get anything.
Like there was a time where I did, Jay a solid, and he's like, when I met him last year, he was super nice. He's like, I can open up a Patreon spot for you. And I'm like, buddy, I don't have $30-something to give you every month to, to buy bottles. So I usually get the low hanging fruit. I can never get the Russell's picks or anything like that. And, he made a comment to me. He's like, the Patreons are the highest tiers. They're the ones who actually buy the whiskey. Where like all of us have to look at our budgets and our decisions. They just buy it out, So
yeah,
that M&J army is they're everything,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and Jason's Patreon is insane. Like if you Google his Patreon or look at it, it's like I don't know what he's at these days, but it's over.
It's like $90,000.
Yeah, it's freaking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Patreon of Scott's just to get access to the picks, but like anyway, I like Scott too. Have you met Scott Page?
Yeah, he was at Bourbon on the Banks last year.
Dude, he's got a twisted sense of humor. He's very PG when he's on screen, but in person, he's a good guy to F around with,
Yeah, well, I'm a fucking cowboy, so like I feel like I scared the whites off, but but me and Darrell and Jeffrey Wack and Cheech, we had a blast. But Scott and Jason kind of distanced themselves from our group. Well,
oh, really?
They were, I think they had drank a bunch the night before because that was Sarah from Bourbon Night's birthday.
Yep.
And so they were kind of taking it easy, and like the rest of us were just hanging out at the bourbon table, well, the whiskey table. Yep. And we had a great time.
That's awesome. I mean, Darrell's pretty chill to hang out with,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we had a blast. Also, Blake Benson was there. He was just like feeding me samples of all kinds of crazy stuff he brought. Yeah.
And Mr. Jiggs, tacos go good with everything if you buy them from Detroit.
I don't know what that means, Dylan.
Detroit tacos. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Were you not there for the taco debate, Jonathan?
No, I'm kind of glad, but now I'm going to have to hear about it. So let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So, I believe Shred started it by saying that California has the best tacos.
Oh, I remember this. You guys had like the debate whether you put raw onions and bullshit. Yeah, that was. Yeah. I remember that now.
And then Deland came out of left field saying that Detroit has the best tacos, which I'm certain that no one other than Deland has ever said that sentence. But
yeah, Deland, you should get a strike from YouTube for even saying that.
Well, in my defense, other than maybe Texas, Michigan, Detroit, particular, has the highest population of dirty Mexicans, and
So he repeats it.
Really higher than Florida.
well, maybe not higher than Florida. I don't know. There's just a lot in Michigan.
You
And-
don't think Southern California or like New Mexico or
That I mean, there's especially like Orlando, Kissimmee area. I mean, honestly, we used to call Kissimmee Little Puerto Rico because I mean it's all Spanish now. Like, and I'm like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that's what it is.
But how many of them know how to make tacos better than Detroit? You can pull
Well,
into a gas station.
There was
and-
some killer taco joints in Florida. Oh my god, dude!
I mean, if there's a gun to my head, I can make a good taco too.
yeah.
It's all in the brining. It's all in the cooking it slow, letting that meat. Oh, it's good. Never mind. Now you're getting me.
I am a believer that like if you do a double corn tortilla and dunk it in whatever jus or that's available, meat drippings, it should literally only be 3 or 4 ingredients. It shouldn't be all this fucking drama that they put inside of things now.
No.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like that's my issue with like the Chicago dog. Like a good hot dog needs very little to make it better.
Yeah, I might just only do mustard.
I mean, like a good high quality all beef dog made right and cooked right is almost fantastic on its own. You need very little to make it amazing. So, like when somebody puts like a whole damn salad on a hot dog, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean,
No,
some
you
of
just
the better,
Sean, it's
better,
more gender
tacos.
confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the better tacos down here is like the barbacoa tacos. Where
Oh,
it's basically some barbacoa, some onion, some cilantro.
now you're talking
and a
sexy to
squeeze
me,
of
Mark.
lime. That's
Yeah,
it.
honestly, you could slap me in the face with that, and I would ask you for another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that is top tier, and right below that is the slow roasted pork tacos. Oh my god! Oh, when they're done right, Jesus. Oh,
I bet you Tire Fire would taste good with that too.
I highly doubt it.
I love that it tastes good with anything. Also, cheers, Doug H. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Cheers.
All right. So at 8:15, we're gonna do the first drawing. So if anybody wants to get in for one of the 2 boxes, 8:15.
That's what
Is,
I was trying
gonna
to
be
do
the-
earlier
Yeah.
on PayPal,
folks-
but I couldn't find the right Deline Robbins, so I'm like, better not send somebody
should've-
I don't even know.
Should only, well, I say it shouldn't be me, but it should be me.
There was a bunch of them there, so
Yeah, folks, if you haven't entered yet, there's only 5 people entered, so your chances are very good to win a sample pack. So if you want to enter, now is the time.
Yep. And I'm not removing anybody from the wheel, so you have a chance to win twice. The first person will get the pick of the 2 boxes. So
excuse me.
that's pretty good.
Again,
So
my
I picked up. Oh, the Whiskey Loft. Nice seeing you.
cheers, Whiskey Loft. We had a great time hanging out last night.
Yep.
And also, Whiskey Rocks. I'm not familiar with you, but cheers as well.
Who's tracking the chats tonight?
I'm putting names on the wheel. So yeah, anyone, if you do put in entries, please put it in chat. The number of entries you were in for, please. That way I can put you on the wheel.
Yep. So if you did the 5, put 1. If you did the 10, put 4.
Sean, again, my YouTube is actually, maybe I can just jump on YouTube. I put it in for 4.
Okay.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And Rusty the Professor is in the chat.
What's up, Rusty? Did you get the package I sent you?
Yes, sir, I did. I haven't tried it yet, but I have it with me, and I'm excited. Just saying.
Excellent. I tried to fit as much in there as I could.
Oh, it was.
That's what she
it was
said.
fantastic. Yeah, and there's that. Yeah.
Hey, cheers, Rusty. Good to see you, buddy.
Cheers.
Where you at,
cheers.
Rusty? Camping out somewhere?
I am in Kentucky. This is our last night here. We're heading back heading back home tomorrow.
All
I
right.
don't know. Back,
Where? What
So,
part of Kentucky?
Reynolds Station, Kentucky.
Reynolds Station. I don't know that one.
It's about 30 minutes southeast of Owensboro, Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's way out
So-
in the middle of nowhere. I mean, way out in
Well.
the middle of nowhere.
I was south of that. Where the lakes are in Kentucky, Kentucky Lake, Lake Barkley.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. So that neck of the woods, around Paducah, Princeton, Hopkinsville.
Right. Yep.
So I was on Zoom with Rusty yesterday, and he's got a pretty mean little collection from this camping trip he was on. Do you want to share any of that, Rusty, or not trying to put you on the spot?
Well, we've already started packing stuff up because we got to
okay.
try to leave early tomorrow. But I do got to say, so my wife found me some a James E. Pepper 1776, but it's barrel proof. Wow, it's good stuff. Just packed full of flavor, good stuff. I was really surprised with that. Yep.
Cool.
There you go.
Nice, man. Yeah. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
My brother just bought that bottle. I gotta have him over to sneak a sample of that.
Yeah, it's really, really good. You know, I got to thinking, and I don't know, I kind of thought about doing a video about this, but I have the wife also bought me a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and I've had it before, and I thought, well, it's okay, but comparing it to the James E. Pepper 1776 and that, it is so underwhelming. I'm like, why are people chasing after Buffalo Trace? Because it is not really that good. I mean, it's just not. It's just underwhelming. It's on par to me with Traveler. Seriously, it is way underwhelming.
Yeah, I don't like Buffalo Trace either, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to convince me, Rusty.
Yeah. I feel like so many people they're like, oh, you can get
Thank you,
this,
Whiskey
can get
Loft.
Buffalo Trace.
Awesome. Thank you, Whiskey.
So anyway, whatever.
There it is.
So Rusty, I was
Yep.
like half-assed telling them about your Amberana experiment, you and Whiskey. Do you want to tell them about that?
Yeah. So
I mentioned your video.
Yeah, so my buddy Sean, who just happens to be named Whiskey 6 long before you guys started your show, but that's for another day. Whiskey, so I told him about the Amberana and a couple of things that I tried it on, and I sent him a 2-inch piece of the Amberana spiral. He broke a 1-inch piece off, and he stuck it in Jack Daniel's Old No. 7, and he has left it in for 2 weeks. And he says right about the first week that it was fantastic how much it changed it. The second week, he says it may be a little too oaky, but he says a week to 8 days, Amberana and Old No. 7, he's a completely different whiskey. It is amazing. I put it in Jim Beam extra aged. What is that? Black extra. They don't even make anymore. They've actually changed the name of it, from what I can tell. Extra aged black or something. I stuck it in for 48 hours. Completely changed it. I like it better. When I get back, I am going to take another piece and I'm going to stick it back in there and leave it in for a week.
This sounds very sexual. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna soak it. I'm gonna soak it in cider for a whole week.
There you go. There you go. Play into it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So
Awesome, Doug H. Appreciate it, man. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So
now, did you do the mellow corn with it too? I thought you said you did the mellow corn.
I did. I don't think it helped the mellow corn. It changed it, but I only did it for 48 hours there as well.
Is there something I can put into an Amburana whiskey to remove it?
I like it. Whatever.
Is there a
I
way
like
to get
the
the
Artie
sour
one.
dankness out of this whiskey?
No. Here's my fundamental, Sean. Here's my fundamental problem with it. It's too pleasant and happy. That's just not what I'm looking for.
You're
Right. Yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
I'm
So
like
the
Captain
RB
Kirk. I need my pain. I need my
But the
barrel to-
RB1 is good. I really enjoy
It
the
is to me.
RB1.
I love it.
Rusty,
So-
I don't even remember what I sent you, dude. I know there was some Amurana in there. My office smelled like Amurana.
Yeah. So you sent me some. I'd have to run over and look. But you sent me some Old Line single malt. I think 2 different ones.
Yep.
And then you sent me. I really wasn't sure. I think you were drunk when you were filling out the labels on the other one because I didn't know. So it was like second fill something.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like,
That's an
what the-
ASW Amurana finish, but that's what they call a second fill.
oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is he talking about? I don't understand. Whatever. I'm gonna drink it. But I haven't tried it yet.
Did I put the tequila in there or no?
No tequila.
Okay.
God bless you. No tequila. I hate tequila. But
Sean says the same thing. He won't even open the damn bottle.
Well, no, Jonathan, we're gonna set aside tonight. And we're gonna go through the flight, but
Yeah, but Sean, that's gonna ruin your palate, though. Do you know what I mean?
oh well, that's why we're gonna do it last.
yeah.
You're gonna drink an 80 proof finish tequila last. I like it. That makes sense.
No, so there is a tequila that I really, really like. What is it? Ron White, a comedian, and another comedian. They bought a distillery, and it is called Number One, JUAN, number one. And their black is tequila finished in a whiskey barrel, and it is amazing. There is absolutely no tequila taste. It tastes like a bourbon or whiskey or whatever.
So
it is fantastic.
So Rusty,
Number one.
Rusty,
Yeah.
this the bottle's downstairs. It's a Cuervo product, and it's aged in Pedro Jimenez barrels, and it goes through a filtration process, which makes it clear again, but it still has that fruity, scotchy PX note that you would
Oh,
find
wow.
in like a sherried Scotch, and then it's got a little barrel note, and then it starts to get creamy. As the bottle opens up, you do notice the agave a little bit more, but like, man, it doesn't smell like it in the beginning.
Oh wow.
Man,
Okay.
I was just-
I'm open to all spirits. I don't hate any of them except maybe gin. I fucking hate gin. Sorry. But
Okay.
anyway, other than that, I
Commandant says Evan Williams Green Label in that plastic bottle. That shit is rancid. Okay.
Fair.
Now, Rusty,
Okay.
I used to not like gin too, but I'll tell you what, when I was in
Wow.
Arizona and it was hot,
oh
my son made some pretty good drinks out of gin,
no.
and with the heat, it kind of it really settled in a little bit better than bourbon. I mean,
No.
I love bourbon.
You've slipped over to the dark side, haven't you? Damn it.
Well, I haven't bought
no.
any. I
Oh,
just
God.
drank
No,
some
no,
in
oh,
a
no.
drink, and it was good.
No. That's
I
terrible.
gotta agree with Deland. I mean, like on a hot
What?
summer day. Well, give me a second here. On a hot summer day, give me a gin and tonic with a squeeze of lime. That's just refreshing, man.
Yeah. So and I'm gonna agree with that only because like
Oh.
I don't like to put ice in my whiskey, and during the summer you just need something refreshing, and for summer that's tequila or that's gin,
Oh.
Yeah, and
That-
see,
that-
Nice.
Yeah.
a
I mean,
nice
that's
gin and
that.
tonic
I
down the pool.
rarely drink that, but it is refreshing when you.
Look, last year on July 4th, I drank a half bottle of Barrel Seagrass and almost died by like noontime. So I have not-
but was
I have
that
not-
really Barrel's fault or was that your fault? I mean, come on.
yeah, no, definitely my fault.
Yeah.
I had a huge, enormous cigar, and I had a half a bottle of that before 12, and I was like, I was on the
yeah.
Adirondack chair staring at the ocean, but I couldn't see it because my eyes were rolling in the back of my head. Pickle.
Yeah, as
Nice.
much as I love whiskey and and bourbon especially. Well, that's quite the sexy label there.
This is a Credit Barrel. That's one of their gins, but this one they called it
Barrel aged.
because they aged it. Yeah.
Irene Tan has a barrel aged gin at her place that actually
Quite
Darrell
good.
bought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I tried that. She made a cocktail out of it when we were there.
Yeah.
She's
So
she's a fantastic lady.
Has anyone got the Echoes in Eternity and Whiskey Wisdom rye in yet? Mine is delivered, but it's at home. I cannot freaking wait to get down there. Did anybody else get that?
What is it, Rusty?
I have not.
Echoes in Eternity and Whiskey Wisdom did a short barrel pick rye, 133, I think, proof.
Dang.
Yeah, short barrel. Short barrel actually delivers to Alabama, which I was completely surprised. And I got notification that it showed up today at the house. I cannot wait to get back.
I have to say the next barrel pick I'm buying are the 2 Corbin Cash from 21090.
Oh, dude, I can't freaking wait.
I want a Corbin Cash, but I'm a poor Alabama man.
Yep, I'm down for that one.
I'm sure we'll send
Cheers, Jody.
you a sample. I'm just excited to try it. Everyone's given it a lot of hype, so.
Right.
I've got one Corbin Cash up here. It's which one is it? There it is.
Whiskey Tube Village people, the tree huggers, the cowboys, the trucker, and the real estate agent, and of course the heavy equipment.
That's right.
Yeah,
right.
This is a
Whatever.
6-year-old.
Cheers, man. Good to see you. But also, cheers, Jody.
And the link is posted if anybody else wants to jump on. And the first
which
drawing
one is that?
will be roughly
It's a K&L
13 minutes.
Enhance pick.
All right, what do I got to do to get in the drawing? Come on. What do I got to do? I need to win. I need a win here.
Okay.
So it's $5 for 1 entry,
Right?
$10 for 4 entries,
Yeah.
and you can use either Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. And I know you have my Venmo, so that's what you got to do.
And $100 just gets you an instant win, right?
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, if you drop
No.
a C note, I'm just gonna
no.
give you your own box.
I still got a couple liquor stores I got to hit while I'm out here. So nope, you're getting 5 maybe. Let me jump over here and see what
Well,
I
I mean, Rusty, 10 is the play, man. That's 4 entries.
10 is the play, man. That's 4 entries.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like buying
That's carnival tickets. All right.
Look, I'm gonna watch from the background. I'm gonna drop off. I got some things I gotta do. I'll see you in a bit.
All right,
Okay.
Jonathan. Cheers, buddy.
I gotta
Alright,
find it here.
Yeah, and everyone that has not entered, we are winding down to the first spin of the wheel. So if you want to get on the board, now is the time. Mods, if you don't mind to drop the links one more time in chat for anyone that has not got on the wheel, please do so. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to find the get off here for a second and get the Venmo link, I guess.
So the PayPal should be because I made the PayPal almost specifically for you.
Okay.
It's coming along the scroll real quick. And I believe it is at Deland Robbins. I should have put the links in the comments, but I did not get a chance to do that. So yeah, from our discussion on a
I got
couple
you,
of
Deland.
transactions. All right.
How many entries did you go for, Rusty?
I did $10.
Okay, awesome. Appreciate you, buddy.
So PayPal should be just at Deland Robbins, one name. So at DelanRobbins.
Okay. I'll try that real quick. Let's see. Do that.
So Ben's asking, there's 2 boxes, and in box 1, you get Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, Redwood Empire Screaming Titans, Old Pepper Distillery Bottled and Bond. So that's 1. The other one is the Garrison Brothers Guadalupe, the Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak, the Balcones Texas Single Malt that was bottled in 2018, and the TX Whiskey Tawny Port Cask Finish. And that would be box 2. Now, you're not removed from the wheel. The first winner gets to pick whichever box they want, and then the second drawing will be for the second box. And thank you, Lou, for helping out with the with the links there.
Cheers, buddy. Everybody hit that like button. Let me refresh here. It looks like we got 12 likes and 20 people watching. So let's get those numbers up, people.
Okay, I
Right?
see 20 likes.
Okay, all right.
I appreciate that.
All right.
All right, I'm in there. I don't know. Make sure you got it, because
Yes, and good reminder, when you if you sign up, make sure you put in the chat either 1 or 4, so we know that you have entered and we can track your entries.
How many in for, Mark?
I'm in for 4.
Awesome, thank you, Mark.
Mark, I'm still I am open if you get another Spanish Oak. I'm ready, man. You just tell me.
Okie dokie.
I'm ready. I'm ready right now.
Right now, I've got one extra one right now. So, I mean, that's about my only backup. I've got
Right,
actually, I've got
right.
2, but
Somebody just said, "Are you close to Austin?" Somebody said that Austin, whatever store, Oak something store over there in Austin has a bunch of them. I don't know.
they might right now. When I was there last time, he had he had 3 bottles on the shelf, and I bought 2 of them. And then the owner was there, and I talked to him. I'm like, "Oh, if you can get some more of this, you should, because they're running out of barrels." He says, "Well, I know the guy that owns the business. I'll
Yeah.
call him up and see if I can do a barrel pick and get a whole barrel." So
Oh.
he may have a barrel pick of it.
Oh.
If
They're
that,
good.
Mark, if that becomes a reality, you know my number.
Yeah.
I just
Right?
snatched these 2
Hello.
bottles up.
Yeah. Well,
I got a
yeah,
thousand I can throw at that.
all you need to say, Mark, don't need to explain. Just say it's here, and I will. Money
Yeah.
will just show up.
Yeah.
I'll probably just go ahead and buy a case of it.
There you go.
Damn it.
Oh, I saw
right, guys.
that
2
Balcones
minutes.
Heated in the store.
We'll do the
today,
first
too.
drawing.
All right, folks. Last chance if you want to get in for the first drawing. Yeah. Let's get those numbers up, folks. Get yourself on the wheel. Honestly, man, if I were to win either way, I'm happy with. Although, granted, I have most of the Texas stuff, but I am really curious about that TX.
It's actually pretty good. I've got
Yeah.
the PX finish one. It's really tasty. And then I got one of their regular ones, and it was a surprisingly weird whiskey to me, because when I first started drinking on that one, it tastes like German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of like that chocolate note plus with some coconut and stuff like that in it. It's just really weird. I did not expect that.
See, and that was weird for me with the Guadalupe. The Guadalupe, when I took my first drink of that, and the whiskey shaman sent me a sample of it. That is exactly the reason I bought that bottle.
Yeah.
When I tried that sample, it's weird. The very first thought that came to my mind was chocolate covered pretzel.
Oh.
And it was really good. And then I was getting, like I was telling you guys,
in the house.
that
Oh, hey,
leather
what's
note.
going on?
That leather note. And that leather note is just worn on me. I mean, I guess I could go to bed chewing on a baseball glove and I would be happy now because of that.
Yeah, Whiskey Center or Whiskey Corner sent me a sample of the Cowboy, and I not much on it.
Who jumped in there? I can't freaking see. I'm blind.
It's Jody from
Bourbon Bounties.
Oh,
here.
that guy. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the son of a bitch. Boy, I tell you.
No.
you know these Southerners. We need to do something about them.
Yeah. That guy.
William Hall's in for 4.
Oh, hey, cheers. Well, you know what? Might as well just everybody else give up now because Will's going to win.
Yeah, no shit. William, yeah. God dang it. Hashtag rig.
Oh man, that Alec Bradley I tried to smoke earlier out of the 10-pack was not good. It may be the worst one I try to
Oh, dang.
smoke.
Also, cheers, Will. Good to see you, buddy.
All right, it's 8:15. Do you want to spin the wheel or give them another minute for last minutes?
The last call, you want to do last call? Like we're going to give them 30 seconds. You're on the
All right.
clock. If you want an entry, you are on the clock right now. So
My clock is slow. So
Your audio down again?
I don't know.
well, Jody, in fairness, you were not on the wheel, so I don't know if you want
I'm
entries.
I'm not on the wheel at all. You know.
It looks like you might be on something though.
Well, I made I was putting the nosing kit together because we had the drawing, and I bought mint today because my mint plant died, and so I bought mint, and my next door neighbor and I drank mint juleps earlier, and I made them like 6 shots in a glass. I was trying to fill a tall glass, so I'm drinking beer now. I'm good. I'm mellowing out.
I'm glad to hear that you have switched to a real liquor.
Yeah.
No, I can't do mint juleps, man. It's too. It's a pinkies out kind of drink, and I'm not that fancy, you know.
I'll tell you what. The reason I don't do it is because they go down so damn easy. You forget how much alcohol you're getting.
That's fair.
You know.
Cheers to anybody in the chat. If they're saying it, I can't see the freaking chat because I'm on my phone in the middle of the woods. I don't know. Anyway, cheers. If anybody said anything to me, sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't do the thing on my phone. Whatever.
All right, not a problem, Rusty. All right, it's
Whatever.
8:17.
Yep. Time to call it. All right, I'm ready to share, DeLand. So let's present here, I guess, and let's get some people some whiskey. There we go. There's that, and I will shuffle this thing up here. There we go. There's the shuffle deal. Lots of clicking. We're shuffling all so many shuffles. All right. I gotta say, pretty good looking wheel there. I think we did pretty all right.
Are you going to present the screen to spin?
Well, I have it available.
There you go. You're soloed.
No, so it's gonna be another tab, DeLand. Like I have it. It should be like
you have to go to present and then
so like look where your guests are. There should be you should see it like in the same kind of tab where your guest would
mute, stop cam, settings, present, and then hit present, and then share screen.
It'll be another one that says mash and metal, but it'll be the wheel. Uh-oh. That's bad.
Whoops, wrong button.
This is live TV, folks. This is what happens.
None of us are professionals here. It's we're all just blotting people in the dark trying to figure this thing out. So
till you make it.
Oh, there he is.
All right. I wasn't prepared for that. I see it now.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
So add it to the stage.
Yes.
No. Present. Yeah, there you go. There it is.
Perfect. Oh, what happened?
Hold on.
Why is it all weird now? Do I need to refresh this? What happened?
Yeah.
There we go. Now we can see it. Okay.
It was there for a second.
Crap. I refreshed. Okay, there we go.
Just like that.
Okay. Rod Roddy would have never put up with this shit for Bob Barker. I'm just saying. Never mind. Never mind.
Spin that wheel. All right, folks. we have already randomized. I'm certain I have everybody's name, but if for some reason you do not see your name on the wheel and you have entries, now is the time to say something. I'm pretty sure I got everyone, but this is absolute last call. I'll give it like 5 seconds. So if you're paying attention, now's the time to say, hey, I don't see my name if you have entries.
So are you spinning it, Sean, or am I supposed to?
Yes. Yeah. No, I'll have to spin it because I'm
Okay.
presenting. Yeah. All right. Do we have anybody chiming in? No. I think we're good. All right. Here we go, folks. Yeah. Good luck.
Spin it.
Here we go. Here we go. Rusty. Rusty. Rusty.
And
Whiskey Loft.
oh, by a hair. By a hair.
Damn it.
Talking about non-professionals. I know
All
how
right.
to call these wheels.
So, Will, you're saying we're not removing entries, correct?
No, don't remove any entries. I don't think.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
what was that?
Nothing?
Yeah, no, don't remove entries this time.
Okay. All right. Well,
And,
congrats, Whiskey Loft. And Will just barely, on the line.
On the line.
So close. So close.
Yeah, hashtag rigged. I mean, I definitely should have won that. I'm just saying.
Hey, I was thinking Rusty the whole time. I don't know.
You know,
Baker Drinks in the house. Cheers, Baker Drinks.
cheers.
So
Baker's
I
drink.
think Whiskey Loft left. So Whiskey Loft, if you see this, send me an email so I can get your box out. But now, because Whiskey Loft isn't here, if they're not here by the next spin, then I'm going to have to say that person gets to pick which box.
Yep.
Shane, did you get William Hall in there?
I did. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, he just barely
Oh, he's
lost.
here? Okay.
Like he was right there. Will almost got it.
I got you. Oh, Whiskey Loft is here. So
Yeah,
which
I see
one
that
does he
now.
want? Oh, Ben didn't make the cut. He's driving.
Damn
Sorry
it.
about
You know, I think there was some shenanigans going on with the shuffling part. I think there was some rigged action going on there. I'm pretty sure there's a conspiracy theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Kind of like you got to watch those. What is it? The
Cheers, Baker Drinks.
the contrails from airplanes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just tell it to Alex Jones. We'll be all right.
And the
Yeah.
gay frogs. You got to watch those too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That's my favorite of all time. Talk about
The gay
funny-
frog.
But you know what's funny though is that of all the things that Alex Jones has said that's crazy, that's the one thing that is kind of sort of true. Like they actually were experimenting on frogs and they became homosexual, which is insane.
Frogs are asexual. Some frogs are asexual. So how can they be homosexual when they fuck themselves? I mean,
Well,
they
But but they were legitimately experimenting on frogs.
yeah, they were. Yeah.
It's just like it's so funny to me of all the nonsense that Alex Jones has said, the gay frog thing came true. We live. I'm telling you, man, we live in clown world. It's a weird
We
place.
do. Yep. Absolutely. Clown world.
Frogs are like corn. They reproduce on their own.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh man, fun times. I keep trying to highlight Chad, like because I forget.
Oh yeah, you forget you're not in control. I do
Yeah.
that all the freaking time. I want to bring up a comment.
I'm clicking and I'm like, why isn't my mouse working? No, I'm just an
Yeah.
idiot. Congrats, Whiskey Loft. Good stuff, man.
Cheers.
So which pack is Whiskey Loft going with? Did he say?
He went with number 1 with the Joseph Magnus and the
Fair
Redwood
enough.
Empire, that one. So the Texas one is still available.
Well, then here's what I will do then. Should I win, which hopefully we get more entries and I don't, but should I win before the next spin, if I do win, I will give it to somebody else because I have most of that Texas stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that way somebody else can experience it. Because I would like to see more people get into Texas stuff. So yeah.
So would I. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And I think a lot of the stuff on that Texas list, it's approachable for a lot of people because it's not heavy on that heavy char, Texas kick like the Belconis. And I think those are approachable. And I'm waiting to get more Texas stuff so I can make a better assessment. But I think those are good Texas whiskeys that people could enjoy.
I'm just gonna say Garrison Brothers tends to be over oaked. That's the only one I have a problem with. But other than that, TX, Balcones, I mean, they have a lot of good shit coming out. Yeah, I like Texas whiskey.
Well, I think the lower end Garrison Brothers is almost undrinkable. But when you get into the higher tier stuff, the Guadalupe, the Belmaria, the Cowboy, all of those are great, I think.
Okay, but you run me off on your cheaper stuff, and
that's fair.
Yeah.
So with that being said, at about 8:45, which is about 19 minutes away, you guys can still put in entries for the Garrison Brothers Guadalupe, the Rebecca Creek, Spanish Oak, the Belconi single malt bottled in 2018.
It's worth it.
And the TX Whiskey Tawny Port Cask Finish. If anybody's interested, you can still put in. The next drawing will be at around 8:45, and that's that. I do want to give a shout out, if he's still here, to Carl. Carl signed up to be one of the newest Patreons for the page, so that was pretty awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
And we hit 150 subs yesterday, I believe it was.
Yes.
And I'm pretty excited about that because I've been waiting for that 150 mark. Now we can go to 250. So thank you, everybody. This channel is truly our channel, meaning your channel, because this is what a community that I want to do, like other channels, to bring people together. Oh, sorry. Rusty, whatever.
Sorry.
And I want this to be a great place for you guys to come, just like other channels. So thank you for being here, and cheers.
One of my OG Patreons is in chat right now, also just modding his ass off. Cheers to Lou, man. I think Lou was like my third Patreon ever. He was one definitely in the first 10.
Well, and Lou, I do appreciate you. So thank you very much.
And Mash and Metal. Okay.
Yes, and Mash and Metal. Always Mash and Metal.
Hey, Prof Rusty, Mash and Metal, you can agree with this. I know I say it all the time. This is a community, not a competition. Let's get together. Right. Let's support each other.
Yeah, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Any channel I'm a mod on, I try to drop. And a matter of fact, I can honestly say this. If I'm a mod on anybody's channel, I drop everybody else's links before I drop mine, if I even drop mine. Most of the time, somebody else drops mine, but I will drop everybody else's links before mine because we need to bring everybody together. We're one big cute community. Many channels coming together.
Look, I'm not trying to compete with anybody because I just do my own little thing. I'm not, Bourbon Bounty and Mark, they have their own niche, and it is freaking fantastic. Mash and Metal, I mean, what can you say? The dude's got two different channels, completely different channels. They're, it's awesome. Whiskey Nature, has his, and he's putting out stuff. I just try to put out what I can. There's no way that I am competing. I just want to be in with these guys. That's all. I just want to, be a part of it. And I'm not. You're
part of the community, man.
I love you guys. You guys, freaking everybody shows support for everybody, and it is freaking tastic. And I just wish more people could see how good it is. This community, even if it's our own little corner. It's freaking fantastic.
Cheers, cheers,
wanna say,
cheers to that, buddy. Cheers,
Cheers,
to
guys.
everything.
Oh,
Cheers, freaking cheers.
I do want to say one thing though about this next drawing that's coming up. If nothing else, the Rebecca Creek is worth it. Get in the drawing.
Well,
Yes.
also, I mean, I'm gonna have to talk because, like I said, should I win the luck of the draw of the wheel. I want other people to try the Texas stuff. So I'll have to talk to DeLand separately about trying to try that TX.
Yeah.
I really am really interested in that TX. But
You know what? If you win and you give it up, I'll send you a TX. I'll send you a Rebecca Creek. I have all that.
no,
We'll figure it out. We'll get you
I have plenty of Rebecca Creek.
Okay. But all right, we'll let other people enjoy it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dang.
Awesome.
Hey, Jody, can you send me William Hall's info? I went to take a picture of it, and
I
he
can.
deleted it already.
Oh, you
And Lou, thank you very much for helping out and slamming those links in, because tonight's my first giveaway. I'm a little bit nervous. Everybody stepped up to give me a hand and help me out tonight. So thank you, and thank you. I appreciate you.
And just piggybacking off of what Rusty said, man, DeLand, you are a great mod. I appreciate it so much when you're in checks. You dropped the links. Lou as well, Woods. I mean, so many guys have been just riding with me for a long time that just always support the channel and all my Patreons. And I mean, like, I love to see people people that are my patrons becoming patrons of other channels that I love, like yourself, DeLand. Like Carl's my patron, now he's yours. And that's great, man. I love to see the community just, showing love, man. Because at the end of the day, Rusty, you said something there. You said you hope to just kind of be a part of it or whatever, something roughly like that. I don't even look at it that way, man. To me, it's just we're all guys at a bar hanging out, man. It's just we're doing it at home instead of drinking and driving. So
Yep.
And Rusty, I know you're on vacation, and I did not want to bother you with you being on vacation about being here tonight. But man, I've told you over and over and over again that I appreciate everything you do, and that you 110% always have a spot on my lives, that I appreciate you being there because you have so much to offer. So just know that, and I think I can speak for a lot of people, you are welcome everywhere, and you are appreciated
most everywhere. Not everywhere, but that's a different story.
Oh,
but those that matter to you most are where you should be putting your attention.
We're making records.
You guys, look, this community means a lot to me, and thank you,
it's a love
DeLand.
fest going on. Okay.
It's getting loud over here right now.
That's okay. Yeah, but I mean, I agree with DeLand, man. Yeah, like all the guys that are on screen we hear, I would be happy to hang out with you guys, whether it be on a live or in person. We'd chop it up and have a blast no matter what, man. Yeah.
Hey, Mark, I texted you that info.
I thought, did you include his number or just address?
Name, address.
Okay.
So I want to know real quick. I know out of the left field, has anybody tried Distillarium out of Washington? I bought the Cask and Spin. It is a Trentacale wheat whiskey. It is fan-freaking-tastic. I would almost put it up there with the Spanish Oak. I mean, it is seriously that freaking good and cheap, and they ship damn near everywhere.
Cool,
Distillarium.
Man. Hey, DeLand, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think I saw.
I've never heard of it, Rusty.
Whiskey Tribe just did a review on that a while back. Or talking
I'm
about
gonna
it
grab
anyway.
another one. Hang on.
So, guys, our next drawing's coming up in about 11 minutes. I want to get the drawing done before Baker Drinks goes on. So I want everybody to be able to go if they want to go to Baker Drinks. So if you want to get some entries in, we've got one more 4-pack. And if not, at roughly about 8:45-ish, we will be
I'm glad you were
doing the last drawing. And then that way, if you guys want to go to Baker Drinks, you know, I'm not keeping you around here an extra half hour. You know, go to Baker Drinks. I want everybody to be able to see the drawing and then go if they want. So awesome.
Okay.
Rusty, I'm so glad you showed up. I know you're on vacation, and you know, I didn't want to put that pressure on you, but
No,
you know, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Mark's here.
I wanted
Jody's
yeah,
here.
I wanted to, but literally, guys, Distillarium. It's over in I think it's Yakima, Washington. This it is called Trentacale Wheat Whiskey. It is a wheat rye hybrid. It's fantastic.
Nice. I've personally never heard of it. Peter White is saying Trails End 10-year Garyana Oak finished is a really good value 10-year as well.
Never heard of that one.
I've never heard of that one either.
Or that oak either. Garyana.
Yeah, Mark, I don't think I have. I'm not sure if I have William Hall's number.
All right, no worries.
Yeah,
Get it somewhere.
I had the address, so I mean I may, but I don't know.
Right on, Duff. Right on. Distillarium. Leave me be.
Whatever. I'm telling you, Jeff, don't sleep on it, man. It is good stuff.
That's funny.
I need a hat like
There we
Rusty.
go.
So Jody, and Rusty, I don't know if you guys heard this story earlier. I'll share it again if anybody in chat didn't hear it. Which thank you everybody that's in chat. I'm really happy that everybody showed up, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I stopped into one of the stores up here today, and the guy knows me. I'm up there, you know, 2 weekends a month at least from spring to winter. And he goes, "Hey, what are you looking for?" And I'm like, I don't want to see what's on your shelf. He goes, "No, what are you looking for?" And I was like, "Well, I'm looking to buy something." But he goes, "No, but what are you really looking for? I got some stuff in the back." And I'm like, "Well, what do you got in the back, pretty much?" And he's like, "Well, I've got some Stag." And I was like, "You're breaking my heart." And he's like, "Why?" And I said, "Because I know I can't pay what you're going to want."
Yeah, you're going to
I said, and I understand the fact that you've got 32 cases sitting over there that you didn't want to get that one bottle. I said, but I can't pay that. He's like, "You know what? Here you go." He brings out a bottle of Stag, pours me a pretty nice size sample of it right there in the store. And I was like, yes. So to be nice, I ended up walking out with one of his store picks. I grabbed a Yellowstone store pick.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I got it is because the guy's been pretty cool. And he slapped a sample, a nice size sample of Stag. So I felt like I had to leave with something. But he named it the Shipwreck Barrel number 2 Alpina. Alpina has a shipwreck museum because Lake Superior, the Great Lakes, have a bunch of shipwrecks. Oh, yeah. So I thought the name of the bottle was cool. I thought that was cool that he didn't try and pressure me into like $350 for a Stag, and he basically poured me a shot of Stag right there in the store and was like, "You know what? I understand it's above a lot of people's pricing." He goes, "But I still want to share with people." He goes, "I've sold 2 bottles and I'm sharing this with other people." And I was like, man, that's what it's about. Store owner or not, that's what it's about. So then, I picked up one of his store picks and, showed my appreciation that way. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep. That's cool.
Somebody won a sample pack earlier, but we're about to spin for another one.
Yep.
Yeah.
As he just sell, it was
the Whiskey Loft.
The Whiskey Loft, yeah.
Wait, the Texas pack is coming up, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, the one with the Garrison Brothers, Guadalupe, the Rebecca Creek,
Oh my
the
God, that's a
Balcones
good
Texas
pack
single
right
malt
there.
that was bottled in 2018,
Yeah,
and the TX Whiskey Tawny Port cask finish. So
that's a good pack. That's a
Yeah.
really good pack right there.
you know, I like everything that's on there, and that Balcones, it was bottled. I've sent Mr. Great Shot pictures of it. It was bottled in 2018, and I just bought it a few months ago. So it was basically a dusty sitting on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it's good. I enjoy it. So yep.
Well-
All right, guys. If you want to get in, there
Hurry.
is approximately 4 minutes for that last sample pack. And type in the chat if you have entered, so we have record of it. And we'll be getting the other spin going shortly. And then I know 9 o'clock Baker Drinks goes on, so if anybody wants to take off and go there, I don't want to keep you held up from going over there. And Laura is back, so that is good. She is doing better. Got to see them last night with Independent Joe, so that was pretty cool. Yep.
Well, I worked half the day together putting together that 30, or that 24 kit nosing kit thing.
Yeah.
So I started out, Mr. Great Shot, Mark. I don't know if you've seen this or not. You like stouts, right?
Yeah.
So I started the night off with the Dragon's Milk
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
barrel aged stout. That's the first time I've had it, and I enjoyed it. I didn't realize how quick stouts kind of jump up on you.
Oh yeah.
They do.
For the lower proof that they are, really. Yeah, they tend to jump up on you and slap you around pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like,
10%. Yeah.
I'm sitting here like, wow, I haven't even had bourbon yet, and I'm feeling pretty good. And I poured some of that Yellowstone, and that Yellowstone was pretty good. William Hall said he wants to win one of your nosy kits.
Well, they're there, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
once a quarter. I can't put them together all the time. I mean, they take time and money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I should have won at least 2 times now, and you know, I was
I
robbed.
know, Rusty. You know what, though?
Hashtag robbed. I mean, you know, yeah,
Hashtag
That's how it
Kathy
goes.
Bates.
yeah, you know, absolutely.
Well, we're getting more viewers now. And-
Yep.
I mean, there was a time that people were winning 1 and 2, the nosing kit A and nosing kit B. And now we have far more viewers, so people aren't repetitive
awesome.
winning, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a
Houston
good kit.
Stouts.
It's a good kit.
All right. Sorry if I had to step away for a bit
I
there.
mean, you know,
It's okay.
right now, all I have to offer, you know, over on the Bourbon Syndicate is 8x10 glossies, you know, of me and you know, like some bikini bottoms and oiled up. And I know there's a lot of people that want that, but you know, you just have to kind of,
Fact.
you know,
OnlyFans.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, it does feel like you're on the wrong platform, Rusty.
Wait, what? Oh,
so
all right.
I sent Rusty some donations to get it signed 8x10, and I was very surprised that I got a thong picture of Rusty with no shirt on, and he was doing that sexy like butt up into the air pose, but you couldn't really see.
You said you weren't going to talk about that. Oh my God.
Was there one of those sex machines that all the girls are using behind him?
So there was a really weird looking horse shaped contraption that you kind of get on, and then you hold on to in front, and you put your feet up in the back.
No,
Right.
no. Oh dear God.
Wasn't
No.
sure exactly what that was for, so I didn't.
Like the stirrup situation, like at the gynecologist.
Oh no. I don't know.
Comes with a crash helmet in case you get thrown off.
Yeah, crash helmet and safety goggles. Yeah, I know.
Knee
That is
pads,
not.
you know, all the stuff. Yeah.
All right. Did we get any new entries since I stepped
No,
away?
not that I saw.
I don't think so.
All right, folks. It's about time for another spin here. So if you want to get on the wheel, you are down to the last chance here.
Yep, and I was telling everybody that we'll do it before Baker Drinks comes on. That way, we're not holding them up if they want to go to Baker Drinks. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be respectful of that.
You know
So
what?
give me-
It's everybody has their own channel. We can overlap. We
Yeah,
can-
no, I know that, but I don't want to make somebody stay here just to wait for
Mine's
a
fixing
drawing
to die.
if they want to go. You know, so I'd
Yeah.
rather get that done, and if they want to go, they can go. We'll stay here, and I'm good with that.
Hey, we can multitask. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the wheel is still there, Deland. So whenever you feel like it's time, man, it's ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, folks, if you want to get on the wheel, you can.
You got about a minute because I've got to figure out how to do this again. All right, I'm gonna bring the wheel up, and when Sean's ready to spin,
Okay.
That will
Just
be
for whatever's sake, we'll shuffle again. I don't think it matters because it's already random, but we'll shuffle one more time, multiple times.
Okay.
All the shuffling happening. Yeah. So I don't think there was any new entry, so the wheel should still be up to date.
All right.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I didn't win. Did they say my name?
No. Okay. Here we go. We are spinning.
Oh, just kidding. No.
Good luck, everybody.
Rusty.
And of
Will.
course, it's Will.
See.
congratulations, Will.
What the? No, not.
Here's Will. I mean, literally called it as soon as Will entered. So
Yeah. I don't. No, I don't. Mm-mm. I think the FCC needs to get involved, or the FCC, or something. I don't. No.
ASPCA, whatever.
in all fairness, trueness, whatever. Congrats, Will. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah. Congrats, Will.
And thank you everybody who was here tonight and who put in, whether you put in or not. It's appreciated that you share this couple of hours on the stream with me and everybody else. And I do appreciate you guys being here. I look forward to the next giveaway, and I look forward to next week when we can just hang out. And thank you very much.
Yeah. Now
Yep.
we'll get us a chance to try some of that Rebecca Creek.
That's it. I never win.
Look,
Yeah,
guys.
like
So-
Evan Decker, he never wins either.
Did I win?
So let me tell you, just like everybody was looking at Rebecca Creek, and I'm telling you, go check this out. Distillarium.
Okay.
This is the cask and spin Trentacale whiskey. I put it right up there with it. I'm telling you, it is that freaking good. It is that freaking good.
I will say, Rusty, it looks like you guys have put a hurt on that bottle.
Oh, I absolutely have put a hurt on this bottle. It is so good. It is so packed full of flavor. It is amazing. Yeah, it is really, really good. I think it was $50. It's freaking good.
Price.
What are
Yeah.
what are the details on it, Rusty? What information?
All right,
you
so
got on that?
what it is locally grown Triticale grain. It is a hybrid of wheat and rye known for its robust and distinctive flavor, distilled with precision and aged to perfection, blah, 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 all that other stuff. in Washington. It is locally grown. They do it all on site, or well, they bring it all on site. They do it, they mash it and do all that stuff. They are. It is the Distillarium.
Okay, so is that the cast strength?
Yes, it is. It is 4 year small batch, non-chill filtered.
They seem to have their spirits are cast strength, the VSOP brandy, single barrel bourbon, small batch whiskeys, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this says cask and spin Triticale, cast strength, spirit of the spin. So there's a horse on it.
Cool.
It's 116 proof. Distilled from locally sourced grains. I'm telling you, it really almost puts me in the mind of a Scotch. It has got that much freaking flavor to it. It is
so
amazing.
Rusty.
Yeah.
Lou, I don't know if you've seen this comment, but I think Lou's
I can't see
offering
any.
$50. It says, Rusty, for 50, I think you can try a bit harder and finish that.
What?
We don't want to encourage alcohol poisoning here.
I mean, I will finish that, but I
think you could. I think you could, without much. Now, I've Googled this. Distillarium. They have what they call a no man's whiskey. It has a horse on it, and then there's a cask.
They're all after horses.
There's a horse. Cask and spin, which is
that's what I got.
About, like cast strength series.
Yep.
Then they have the VSOP American brandy, and then they have a single barrel bourbon whiskey, and then they have a straight rye. But no, I'm interested in the cask and spin.
Well, I mean, everyone knows that the greatest whiskeys of all time always feature either an animal or a creek or some form of water.
Yeah.
So I forget who I seen. They had these people on the master distiller, and I forget who it was, and I hate that I forget who it was, but they were young. They were young people, and I was like, you know what, I got to try it. And when they said yes, we ship to Alabama, which is strange all in itself. Nobody freaking ships to Alabama except them. And Short Barrel, which I was like, really? Short Barrel ships to Alabama? So yeah, nobody, Seal Box, none of your freaking, online people, nobody fucking ships to Alabama, but they did, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'm buying it, for the simple fact that they ship to Alabama, and it is good. It is.
They're out of Cali, good. Right? Is that?
They're out of Yakima, Washington.
Washington. Okay.
Yeah. Washington State,
up north of the adulterated Caliness.
Well, if I can't find it, I know a fellow who can. That's good to know. Okay. All right.
And this is batch 1, and it is the 266 bottle. So if you also look a little further on their stuff, so they, I don't know what the awards mean or anything now, but they won some awards from Fred Minnick, which I guess that's somebody. I don't know.
I mean, you know who Fred fucking Minnick is.
Yeah. I've heard the name, but I really don't know all that much about it. But
I mean, honestly, an award from Fred Minnick means fuck all, because he said the best bottle under $20 is Jim Beam White Label. So that doesn't,
I don't.
So the whiskey shaman jumped in real quick,
and
I want to say something to the whiskey shaman real quick before he leaves. He jumped in, says he can't stay long, but he wanted to just pop in. So if you're still here and you're listening, shaman, tonight one of these flights that we were giving away was because of the sample that you sent out to me. You sent out the sample of the Garrison Brothers, I believe. And it was delicious. So I went out and got a bottle and then gave a flight away tonight with some. So you are most certainly directly connected to this giveaway because of the samples that you sent out. So thank you very much.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Cheers, Whiskey Shaman.
Yeah. Cheers, Whiskey Shaman.
Cheers, Redward.
You know, I'm not really known for my taste, and I have a trash palate, but I'm telling you guys, there is something special with this right here, and I don't think a lot of people know about it, and I think they should, and I think they are. I think they should be given a chance because I've been to a few local, really small distilleries around Alabama and stuff, and while I know they're trying their hardest, it wasn't the freaking greatest, but these guys have got something going on, and I urge you to try it out. It is something special. Absolutely, it is.
If I may address Shred very briefly, I have no problem with Rammstein. I have a problem with the video that you decided to share last night.
Well,
Well, there you go.
All right, I'll
Anyway.
be right back. I have got to go to the restroom. That
Okay.
stout
All right.
and bourbon has just kind of.
Yeah,
And
it happens, man.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Shred. Cheers, brother. I can't see chat. All I can see is what's going on here. I'm on my phone. Cheers, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody else, if I've not said anything to anybody, it's not on purpose. It's because I have a tiny screen to freaking work with, and I can't even see chat in YouTube or anything.
No
So,
problem. Hey, fellas, call my next and also last pour. What should I get into? I've already had Rebecca Creek and Mellowcorn and some
you need
ECBP.
a cast
Jack.
range 130 proof something. Come on.
130-ish proof something. I can do better than that, Jamie. How about a hazmat bottle?
Did,
Okay.
oh shit.
Go for it.
some more
this-
Dragon Bones?
This is an Irene Tan Pick, 140.8.
Oh
it's a
shit.
It's a 6-year straight bourbon whiskey. Fireside is Irene Tan, thanks to Ben, of course.
Damn.
Yeah, it'll get you going.
Yeah.
As long as it's not tire fire, you're
Right.
Oh, I
Wow.
poured that way too heavy. This is hazmat. I shouldn't have done that.
Whoops. Yeah,
That's
a few drops
freaking
of water.
awesome, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Irene
it's,
Tan knows her stuff. You're right, Stacy. She makes some really good picks.
And
She's,
also
Picking
super
for,
unique.
Try to barrel now too.
Yeah. I mean, this Irene Tan Pick is super unique. There is no other bourbon I have that's anything like it at all.
Yeah. I think she's actually down here this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Out
she's
at
down.
Credit Barrel. Yeah, they're doing a little blending thing out there, and their bottle release for her last 2 picks for them. And,
Yeah, that's good, man. Oh, that's good.
All right, so I gotta ask if anybody's paying attention to Maker Drinks and the blending competition that they are going on. Has anybody joined that? Is anybody? I can't see the chat, so I don't know. But I have joined, and I am
are
gonna,
they
of
going?
course, I'm gonna rock it and win it overall. But that's just,
I thought you said
Yeah,
they
no,
were
that's-
going on it now.
huh?
Oh, I was waiting on 9 o'clock. I was going to go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm
Anyway,
laughing
yeah,
at
I'm gonna win the blending thing. I'm just saying, it's a competition coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
win.
You know, I missed the entry, I think. But also, cheers to Stacy. We kind of like acknowledged your comment, but cheers,
Yep.
Stacy.
Yep.
Good to see you, girl.
Cheers, Stacy.
Yeah. The Queen of Irish whiskey,
Yes.
uncontested Queen of Irish whiskey, right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I just picked up a backup bottle of Lost Irish today,
Casey.
and it's quite
Nice.
good. And I can see that I'm not going to be getting a backup of Redbreast PX Cask finish anytime soon because they raised the price on that to $144
Damn.
a bottle. I'm like, no, it's good, but it ain't that damn good. Jeez.
Yeah, Stacy, keep this fella in line. Yeah, Stacy, I feel like that's right when you came in, correct? Is when we were playing Rammstein. Yeah, I feel
Very
like
possible.
I feel like that was the unfortunate time when Stacy came into the stream last night. Um,
Yeah.
She
Women
came in
always come
bad
in at the
sides.
wrong-
I think
wrong
her first
turns.
comment was, "What the."
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fair. That's
Yes.
right. That is
Well,
the
yeah.
right response to that video. Just for anyone that missed it, I'm glad you missed it. Yeah.
Oh, me and Nora Oak is 200. Yeah, forget that. Jeez. I mean, I've got a regular 12, the cask strength 12, and then the PX right now. I almost picked up the loose style because I really like that orange, flavor of it. But the PX again, nah. 144. Sheesh. Plus tax. Nah. Yeah, Stacy instigated you playing the Steel
But
Panther.
yeah, I mean,
Steel Panther was played last night. She missed that too.
No, she requested. No,
She requested it.
Adam missed it both times. We played it 2 times last night, and Adam missed it both times.
Gotcha.
But
That might have been after I had issues because my iPad kind of blew up, and then I was trying to get my phone on, and it was stupid.
Jersey.
But yeah, that was kind of later.
Yeah, I mean, but Steel Panther community property, that's just a classic. If you don't know the words, Google it, folks. It's fantastic.
Yeah, first time I had heard that one.
Z-Man's in the house.
Man.
Z, cheers, buddy.
Sure, buddy.
We have a different location. What's happening?
Oh, we're in the living room, brother. Come on now.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Man.
What's oh, never mind.
So what are you drinking tonight, Z?
Makers 46.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Is that the old label?
Mm.
No, that's the
That's
new
the
one.
newer one. They
Yeah.
took it out of the curved bottle. and
Sexy
put it
bottle. Here's
I'm
the
just
old.
going to bring it up. So Sean, Sean jumped up. I just wanted to know if Sean had heard the song about the lap dance with Bloodhound Gang. The lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying.
I have. Thanks to you,
Yeah.
Rusty. We have heard that magical song. There's
It's magical.
old and new side by side.
It is magical.
I think that Maker should have left the 46 in the sexy bottle. I'm just.
I agree. Also, Jody, I still contest that when they switch the new bottle, the stuff in the newer bottle is younger. It's not the same.
younger.
I agree.
Yes, absolutely. They pulled a new Coke, old Coke switcheroo on us. And
Yeah.
I truly believe that, and I think they did the same thing with the cask strength because the Maker's 46 in the new bottle and the Maker's 46 in the cask strength
Yep.
does not taste like the old bottle.
I
Nope.
still got the old cast strength in the old bottle. Let me grab it real quick.
I mean, in fairness, I feel like Turkey's done the same thing.
They all do it.
The new batches of Rare Breed are not the same. The new batches of 101 are not the same.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Well,
unfortunate.
The
Back in the
101
day,
tastes sweeter to me. It doesn't
Oh,
have
it's
that.
a lot sweeter. Yeah.
Yeah.
sweeter and I don't know.
It
Lighter,
does
seems
again.
like.
It doesn't taste as old. It does not
No.
have that old turkey funk anymore.
Nah.
Well, what they're trying to do is appeal to everybody. So they're trying to get rid of what some people call wild turkey funk, and they're trying to add some more sugar to it.
Because this bottle kills this bottle. Like it's not even.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I
This
agree.
is the best bottle right here.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That's old cast strength. It's 112 proof. It's delish.
Yep.
And you
The
can
problem
see
is
I
with
just
Wild
sip on it
Turkey
slow.
101 changing, they didn't really need to change.
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
I mean,
baby.
they
that
didn't
that
even
bottle
change
was
that.
approachable to everybody.
Yeah.
That was like the go-to budget bourbon for everybody, and anybody who had it, I believe, enjoyed it. And if you listen to anybody on YouTube, I think most of the YouTube creators at some point in time said that was one of the best budget beginner
Oh, yeah.
bourbons.
Yeah,
And-
but they're trying to turn it into the like Chick-fil-A of fucking McDonald's or something.
That shit, that
Yeah,
shit-
I mean, but to your point, Deland, I mean, that was, I mean, for whiskey nerds, that was the budget bottle go-to for a long
Mhm.
time. I mean,
Yeah, daily
it's
drinker.
still, it's still okay, but it's not what it was, man. I mean, like 101 was a staple for years.
It was so much better back in the day when it still had an 8-year age statement on the bottle.
Yeah.
They did away with that, and it's just gone downhill and downhill and downhill.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm hearing it's still supposedly between 6 and 7 years old, but you know,
in fairness, well, maybe I'm wrong, Stacy. I believe I am one of the few people that gave Stacy a Makers that she didn't absolutely hate. She didn't love it. She didn't love it. In fairness, but she said it was the best Makers she had, which is, you know, it's something.
So Makers for me, I'll say this. Makers for me is like the Jack Daniels. I don't like the standard Maker's Mark.
Not me either.
Just like I don't like number 7.
Yeah.
But their specials like the 46 cast strength, the wood finish series, 101. I like all of those. Just for some reason, the regular Makers just doesn't click with me for some reason.
Yeah, the regular Makers is supposed to be in a Coke.
It's not a flavor bomb like the others are.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the FAE-02 was, as she points out, she still ranked it last in the flight, but she didn't hate it. So that's something.
Well, if you're not first, you're last.
That's it. Yeah.
I think I got an FAE.
You know what's interesting is when Makers came out with this new bottle, they had all the stores around me pull all of these, because when I heard about the switcheroo, and I tried it, because my first bottle of this I got. Well, this is the first bottle because I have never finished it because I don't like it as much. But I got that up in Lexington, and so when I tried them side by side, I was like, this is not the same thing. And then I went to my local, which had like 6 bottles of the sexy bottle. And apparently the distributor had come around and pulled them all. I know they didn't sell them all. Because they were dusty as hell before, you know, that happened. And like in a week's time, they all disappeared. So like Makers like pulled all the old stuff off the shelves, which was frustrating.
I'm going to try a little sample of this, the Makers FAE-01.
Now, the Makers cast strength, I think for 110 proof, it's right around $44 consistently in my area. I think the Makers cast strength is really good for the price and the proof. There are bottles that are better, but I think the Makers cast strength is one. I mean, I keep it on my shelf just like Wild Turkey. I mean, I have a Wild Turkey on my shelf too, just because why not? It's good to go back to it once in a while. But I really like the Makers cast strength.
I mean, and to your point there, Delaney, I mean, 101 now is not bad. It's just, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Not as good as it used to be. Oh, Shane, let me know what you think about a few of those different samples I see.
There you go. So that's something. Of all the Makers that Stacy hates, I have the top tier of the ones she hates.
Castrate NyQuil.
I feel like there needs to be a participation trophy given in that statement or something. Like a ribbon.
Yeah, of all the Makers that she doesn't really like, I gave her the best one. So it's something. It's certainly a very small trophy.
That smells good.
Oh my goodness. They're shitting on the cast strength. She's saying cast strength equals NyQuil, and Shred said pond water.
What?
I mean, honestly, I have stopped buying Makers because I did too. Yeah. It's not that interesting. It's okay.
It's vanilla. It's wood sugars. It's a lot of wood sugars.
Yeah.
That's vanilla and wheat, and it's cheap.
Yep.
But you know, to Jody, to your point, they're not the dark wood sugars that I really.
No, they're the light wood sugars. The ones that don't excite you, the ones that don't make your pee-pee go boop boop. Yeah.
I like my whiskey like I like my men.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That cast strength's pretty good, man. 112 proof.
You know, I'm gonna have a little bit of the old school 46 because it's been a minute. I haven't had it. can't find it anymore. So this is all that exists now. So
when I was in Arizona, we used some Buffalo Trace in some ribs that we were making. And although I don't like Buffalo Trace, putting it in the rib sauce, I thought that was really good. It really made a difference. They wanted sauce without the bourbon, and they wanted sauce with the bourbon. And the sauce with the bourbon got eaten before the sauce without. And I thought the Buffalo Trace was pretty good.
Now, DeLand, I would tell you the what I use is McAfee's Benchmark. It's made by Buffalo Trace. It's the same wood sugars. I cook with McAfee's Benchmark. It's $10 a bottle, or 11 or whatever plus tax. It's and you're cooking the alcohol out of it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's a smooth bourbon to cook with. I make bourbon pancakes. I make the bourbon infused maple syrup. I make different things like the whipped cream for around the holidays with bourbon infused whipped cream. I do all of that with McAfee's Benchmark, and it's a great bourbon to use.
Nice.
Just to cook with.
I think I give my wife some Wild Turkey 101 to make bourbon balls with around Christmas time.
Well, 101, yeah, but that's live bourbon. I mean, 101, yeah. I mean, that's great.
It turned out pretty good.
I wonder if Rusty lost signal. Did he say bye, or I didn't hear him say bye?
No,
No,
lost signal.
It was a little back and forth there for a bit.
Yeah, he might have went to Baker Drinks. He's done that, so that's cool.
I have it muted over there. I'm kind of trying to not. I'm ignoring them, but anyway, it's I'm on there. Yeah.
Well, I've got the stream up on my phone, and I've got YouTube up on my laptop, so I can see the chat better. Because my last couple of lives using my iPad, there's a 2 to 3 second delay from me hearing everybody. So I was talking over everybody almost every time. And last night, when I was having problems with my iPad, I just gave up. And then I went over to Independent Joe's channel, got on there with my phone for a little bit, and I was like, oh, wait a second. The delay's gone. So that's why I'm using my phone tonight. So
it depends on which creator you're with, because some creators I have to use my phone instead of using the computer because whatever they're using on StreamYard can't keep up.
Well, you're probably right on that, but if I'm on other people's streams with the iPad, I don't get that delay. But when I'm on my stream with the iPad, I get the delay, but I'm on my phone and I'm not getting it.
With me, it's not the delay so much. It's the computer itself wants to keep reloading itself. So I just mute it and watch it. Because like right now, what I'm doing is I'm sitting here in the living room, and you guys are on a 50-inch TV.
Oh,
and the top screen, that's the Dodgers and the Yankees playing on the top. So there's everything going on in here.
Oh, I'm on a TV. Yay!
Yes, sir. You're on a TV, and then the Dodger game, 32-inch in the top.
I've got to say, I've always wanted to be on TV without handcuffs.
Yeah,
it's a fun thing to do. It's Saturday night. I'm like, screw it.
Yeah, you don't want to be on TV saying, "Yeah, it was coming right for us. It sounded like a train."
Hey, you're live on the internet, so whatever you say can be clipped. You got to remember that.
Stacey, I've got to say, I have never had either one of those.
Which one?
Have you guys had either one of those?
WB
No, I have
Bond
not.
Lillard.
No.
Not tried either one of those.
But if somebody wanted to send some samples, I would, we can give an address.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
I mean, addresses are easy.
Oh, I think since Stacy is here in the chat, I'm going to get a little bit of this Lost Irish. My last pour here.
You know what though? If anyone wants to send samples, just get with me on bourbonbounty2019@gmail.com, and I will not go empty-handed. I will return samples.
There you go.
And that's awesome. When you send samples and receive samples, it's so much of the bourbon and whiskey that I've got to try has been through people sharing.
It's like, hey, you have this, I have this. Let's swap, and then we both get to enjoy it.
Yeah, and then Mark's friends have stopped by a couple of times. I'm not gonna, get crazy, but I mean, it's a lot of the stuff that I'm able to try is because of this community, and it's awesome. It is awesome. I've got
geographical, right? We can't buy everything where we are.
Right.
Yep.
And I do travel for bourbon, and sometimes I go up to Kentucky, sometimes I go over through Tennessee, to Arkansas, Texas, but hell, there's stuff I can't buy. It's just not there. And
the distribution of some stuff is just, certain states or whatever.
Hey, Whiskey Loft, thank you so much for being here tonight, and I hope you come back. I hope you stay a part of the channel because I appreciate you, and this is your channel. This is everybody's channel that wants to be here. So I'm just a vessel. I'm a vessel for people to come together and talk about whiskey and bourbon. So thank you for being here, and I hope you come back, and I look forward to talking to you more.
I agree, Stacy.
Thank you.
Yeah, that Lost Irish, it's an interesting Irish. I mean, it's 6 different cast finish whiskeys that are blended together from all over the place, and it's quite different, but quite good.
I'm going to eat on screen, so I apologize.
That's all right.
Looks like tacos.
Burritos, but yes.
So the Whiskey Shaman is in chat, I think still. I asked him to come in on the screen because it would be nice because he's actually not knowing part of tonight's giveaway. So, I mean, it'd be nice if he could come on screen tonight. Have you guys seen a lot from the Whiskey Shaman?
No.
A little bit. I've seen him a few times.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to
dig in the community, so
Can the mods put the links in for everybody that's here? I mean, you've got Bourbon Bounty that's here, you've got the Whiskey Shaman, you've got 4 Leaf Whiskey. I think Commander Luke has a channel. So can the mods that are left throw those in?
Am I a mod? I'm not sure.
You're a mod. I made you a mod.
Well, yeah, but I'm on the StreamYard. I have to go to YouTube.
Yeah, I can't do it because I'm
There you go. I can drop your link there, Jody.
What's that?
I can drop your link.
Yeah, I mean,
there we
I'm
go.
trying. I want to. You know what? Here we go. Let me go to YouTube.
You got this,
There
Jody.
you go.
You can handle it.
I
can
Stacy
handle
beat
it.
me to it. Dang it.
Got to be quick.
Well, I'm trying to look up a particular one.
I'm not the
Okay,
quickest.
here we go. Wait, let me subscribe to this because
What? You're not subscribed to me yet?
no, I'm talking about this one.
I'll be right back, fellas.
All right.
I'm gonna try to drop this link. I'm gonna do that one. It's Whiskey Loft.
Let's see. I've got way too many of them named whiskey.
I threw out. I mean, I'm digging this community and do intend to stay around. So I'm like, hey, that's Whiskey Loft. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm a mod. I'm gonna go grab the link and throw it out there. There we go.
Whiskey Loft. All right.
And I think for some reason, I've got to go back through chat, but I think he's from Michigan. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he is from Michigan. I kind of lost track of it.
See, and Four Leaf said, "Hey, sub to the Whiskey Law." There you go.
There you go. And that's what it's about, getting other channels subbed. And no matter how small your channel is, if you can get 1 or 2 people from a channel,
That's
I mean, you're helping everybody else out.
Exactly.
Man, I did something productive. Hey, y'all gotta bear with me, man. I've had a lot to drink today.
No.
You'll be all right, Jody.
Now, those mint juleps I mixed up earlier were powerful.
Yep.
Now they were strong. They were strong.
Yeah.
It was 90 proof whiskey and 4 shots in the drink. So
4 shots.
yes.
Yummy.
Well, 4.5. I mean, I pour them heavy, so
Yeah. Sometimes you got to get some flavor out of it.
that's right.
Yep. No, Stacy. That's one thing you don't know. I mean, I was raised in Kentucky, but I was actually born in Michigan.
Cheers, Marty.
Hey, cheers, Marty.
Holy
Hope you
shit.
didn't get
How's
too
it going,
sunburned
Marty?
down there on the beach.
Mark's pulling out the born in Michigan thing. All right. So we're back to
Yeah.
Master Metal eating taco burritos.
I got away from there as a baby, so I thought I did pretty good.
So if anybody wants to hit the link to join this StreamYard, you're more than welcome to. You're welcome to come in. Stacy, Marty. We may end up going backstage here pretty soon. So if you guys want to continue backstage, please hit the link and come on in.
There you go, man.
And Stacy's in Columbus, so she's not too far from me. So at some point in time, we may have to do a meetup. But
Mhm.
get to know her a little bit better. That might be a little bit weird. A dude from Michigan wanting to go to Ohio to meet a chick.
Yeah, no. You gotta set parameters on that.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll go to Toledo. She can stay in Columbus, and we'll wave at each other from there.
Be fine. Her husband is a big fella, so
Yep.
Well,
There you go.
cheers, y'all.
I'm
We'll go
actually-
ahead and cut out of
Stacy, I'm
here.
actually about 20 minutes from Toledo.
Yeah,
Oh.
head down. Yeah.
Yeah, Toledo's a smelly city. Didn't care for it.
What a surprise that is.
I've driven through Toledo many, many times.
You talking
Yep.
about Toledo being a smelly? What about Houston?
Yeah. Well, Houston's just a big traffic bomb, and kind of a little smelly too. But
Uh,
well, no,
smells like
I'm
burnt
confusing
tires.
Houston with Dallas and Fort Worth. Now that's a whole lot of traffic up there. Holy crap! I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna go get in the pool for just a little bit. I gotta fix my little pool cleaner and my sprinkler. I have a water fountain thing in the middle of the pool to help cool the pool temperature down now because my pool water is already up to like 90 degrees.
Wow.
That's not good pool water. That's getting like bath water.
Yep.
So
Hey, cheers,
I got
buddy.
a sprinkler that I run it in the pool, and it will actually bring the pool temp down some. So, but the little pool cleaner got tangled up into that, and now I got to get it all untangled. So
our lake water is roughly
Here's buddy.
about
Good to see you,
40
Mark.
degrees.
40.
It's cold up here. It's like 60 degrees today.
Oh dang! It was almost 100 here today.
Yeah. So, but tomorrow I may decide to do a hop into the lake because I don't care if it's cold. But yeah, it's been chilly up here today.
It's 80 degrees here right now.
Oh, that's
you
not
go.
bad.
No, it's not bad, but I'm just saying it's not 40.
Yeah. Well, it's cooling down here. It's probably about low to mid 90s now.
It was,
Nice.
it was 110 here today, and the pool's at 90.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, you
cheers,
gotta run that
Stacy. Good
sprinkler.
to see you.
All
Cheers, Stacy. Thank you
Talk
for
to y'all
showing
later.
up so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cheers, buddy.
right.
Have a great,
Y'all.
great night, Mark.
And there were 4.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll probably end the stream here in a couple of minutes because my father-in-law is laying down, and my phone's at about 21%. I've got it plugged in, and it's not going up.
There you go.
So
Oh boy.
yeah, it tends to not do well when I've got multiple apps going. So it's staying steady. It's just not going up. But I do have to say again, I appreciate you guys being here, and Sean, I appreciate your help.
Sure, man, anytime.
I mean, you know, there's a core group of people that I follow and I spend time with, and you know, I really do love all of you guys. I've learned so much from you, and I appreciate the help, and I appreciate everything you do. So, and Joey, that goes for you. Z-Man, that even goes for you. So,
Right on, man. Thanks for putting the stream up, bro. Appreciate you.
Yep, no problem. But I think it was a good night. I think it went well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went well. Yep.
Yeah, we had a pretty good amount of entries. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly how many. I guess I'll figure that one out later. But no, it was good. And Z-Man, I did some ribs with that. I don't know if you heard. And
I heard you.
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I can't get it everywhere. Don't think it's like run amok here in Arizona, but it's definitely out there. I go looking for it.
So when I was in Arizona, I only got to go to one store to even think about buying bourbon, and that was because I was grocery shopping. And Buffalo Trace was the best thing in that store.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was really disappointed because I could go to a grocery store here in Michigan and find much better offerings, and it's not like they were sold out. I went to their bourbon aisle, and Buffalo Trace and Jack Daniels, like number 7, were the 2 top ones on there. And I even asked them, like, is any of this local, just in case I didn't know about it? And they're like, no, it's not all local. It's just a lot of the bottom shelfers, like the 10 to 20-ish dollars. And yeah, we ended up with the Buffalo Trace.
So
Well,
what
I mean,
happens
I have to say, it does make a great cooking wine.
Yeah.
So if you're hunting for whiskey in Arizona, there's stores that are north towards the mountains that are usually got the bigger selection because people that live in those areas, they get more money. Therefore, the distribution is better. And then there's a store that I actually will shop every now and then that is on the Arizona State Sun Devil campus. And, you know, you get all these little teenage kids that are running in and out of that store, and they're willing to spend whatever they got to spend to buy shit. So,
yeah, so we were in Flagstaff. We were up in those mountains. We were, I think, 7,500 or 8,000 feet elevation. Kona, I think, Kona something. And then we went to Sedona for a day. And somewhere else.
Well, when I say north, I'm saying north of Phoenix. Not
north of Phoenix. Yeah, I wasn't.
My girl, my better half, her oldest son, he's a graduate NAU. So there was stuff up there, but it wasn't like it is here in the valley because there's more people here that will buy stuff. Therefore, you can get more. There's more selection.
Yeah, I liked it. I can't wait to go back. It was really nice. I can't wait to go back to Vegas. My only chance to be in Vegas was the airport because we flew into Vegas and then flew out of Vegas. So hopefully I get to go back there and get to see a few other things.
And enjoy yourself.
Right on.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what it's all about, man.
Yep. But for that trip, we were there to meet my son's fiance's parents. So it wasn't one of those trips. It was designated, this is the time for family. And, you know, that's what was needed. You know, my son asked his girlfriend to marry him. They're from Poland, but they live in New Jersey. So they flew to Arizona as kind of a central point for everybody to meet. and it was a really good time. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed meeting their parents, and it was good.
Okay. Well, I will tell you this. I was driving back from Kansas City after visiting my son. I stopped in Louisville, Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
and went to Red Barn Liquor, and they didn't have shit. And I was complaining about it, and they're like, well, we get a shipment next week. And I'm like, well, I'm home tomorrow. So, I mean, some of it has to do with when you show up at the store.
Exactly right. Yeah, because sometimes you go in there and I got Buffalo Trace, I got cases on the floor, and there's
Yep.
other times it's on the shelf, and there's 4 bottles in there, and I buy a couple, I leave a couple for some friends, I leave.
Well,
Yep.
I couldn't control when I was, traveling through. I was
Just
there for
moving.
one
Oh, yeah.
night.
Agreed.
Yeah, and the couple of times that I did ask, it was kind of like frowned upon. But the funny thing is, when I was going to the grocery store, my future daughter-in-law's mom spoke something to her in Polish, in I don't know what it's called, but in the language. But I distinctly heard bourbon. And then I heard her daughter say, well, you need to ask him about bourbon. So then in English, he asks me, are you buying any bourbon? And I went, oh, I will. Would you like some? And she's like, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then I will get you some. I will jump on the sword and get in the car, go to the grocery store and buy you some bourbon. It was never about me. See how that worked?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a Pollock last name. So I grew up in a Pollock household, and my parents it was me and my sister in there, and my parents would always speak Polish when they didn't want us to know what they were talking about. So what do you think me and my sister did? We learned how to speak Polish. So they would say shit and we would look at each other, just kind of laugh a little bit because you start understanding what they're saying. So fucking hilarious.
So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because my phone's not charging or going up. So I'm going to have to get this charged.
Bye on, brother.
But thank you guys so much. Everybody that's in stream or in the chat, thank you for showing up and being here. And I think it was a really good night. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Cheers.